Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, we're going to be talking about Aphria's earnings and Aurora's strong branding. So Aphria has released earnings for July 29, 2020. It's also a good sign that they didn't indicate anything about layoff or bad earnings, a warning sign that they're gonna have a bad earnings. It's a good sign. Aphria stock is up a little bit after hours. Will continue to run. I don't know. At the end of the day, it could. We'll see. It looks like there's a big resistance around 5 something. So we'll see what happened. It already ran quite a bit already. So it may run a little bit more, but I think investors are gonna be a sit and wait kind of scenario to see how well they perform before the stock pushes to the further upside, or it could crash. One of the two scenarios. So David George Koch came up with the newest numbers, and it looks like May is really good. So we already kind of know what Aphria's earnings are going to be like, because March was 181 million. April was 178 million, and May is 185.9 million. These 3 months together, you are looking at an increase of $90 million of additional money for the big retail plays. So Aphria should do well, because they're next quarter's earnings look very strong compared to the last quarter earnings, and Aphria did pretty good in the last quarters. So if Aphria can maintain its market share, Aphria should see, if Aphria can maintain or gain market share, they should do fairly well in the next earnings report, because it's just logic. We'll see if the stock gets rewarded after they release earnings. And then I came across this article last night that Aurora leads flower sales boost. So as we can see, March had a big increase in online transaction between April and March, like real big, like almost double from last month. And Aurora is leading the charge. And then another thing I want to bring up is if you search Aurora on the OCS, you can see that the metal trays are sold out. They also have some CB. I think these are just, they no longer produce them or something, or they're using it for their medical patients and not really making a huge amount of CBD like flower. That's why it's sold out. And LA Confidential sold out too. That's a good sign, I guess. And then we scroll further down, not this page. Glass test pipe sold out. Classic hand pipe sold out. And these are not cheap too. I mean, $20 and $17 for a hand pipe that's glass. A straight bubbler sold out for $28.95. A grinder, $30. Grinder selling out. It looks like all of the Aurora accessories are selling out, so it's a good sign. Aurora thread starter kit sold out. Beaker sold out. And a bong sold out. So obviously Aurora is doing very, very well, or else they wouldn't have a bunch of sold out products. Because obviously, a bunch of sold out accessories. If they didn't have strong branding, they wouldn't sell out the accessories. Obviously, there are some big fanboys in Ontario for Aurora, and they are buying up the Aurora accessories. And that's why it's selling out. That's why I think Aurora has very strong branding. And overall, Aurora will do very well in the earnings report, simply because as we can see, April was a pretty strong month, and May was a pretty strong month. And if we look at the next month, June, I think June will be a very strong month. And when Aurora reports earnings for those 3 months, I think it's going to be pretty decent, because I think Aurora will capture a decent amount of market share. Just from my research alone, they're the only ones that have them and Oxley are the only one that really have gummies, and they are selling like hotcakes, and their oils are selling out, and some of their dry buds are doing pretty good, like their daily specials is doing pretty good. And then we also look at the best sellers. If we look at the best sellers on the Ontario store, we can see that clearly that Aurora is on the list with multiple different type of products. Like beverages are on there, so that's kind of shocking. And grapefruit sparkling water, I'm shocked that that's sold pretty well. But as we can see, the gummies are on there, and gummies are on there. Where's the daily special? Daily special was on here, but it's removed. Daily special was on here for quite a while. And daily special. Yeah, daily special. Both on here. So that obviously, best sellers, daily specials. The 28 the daily special for indica was sold out, but 3.5 grams just came in. So Aurora is consistently supplying the OCS with products, and obviously Aurora is doing well because, like I said, they have multiple different products that is on the bestseller. So does Aphria, like Good Supply, Gene Guy, and then Canopy also has some stuff too. So obviously other people are doing well too, but I think Aurora is going to do decently in Ontario. But, we'll see. I think they're going to capture a decent amount of market share, and they're going to benefit. I think they're definitely going to benefit in the increase in sales between April to June. I'm assuming June's going to be pretty good too. I'm assuming June's going to be roughly, maybe a little bit increase from May. June could be like $190 million, at least I hope. I don't know for sure. And from this article you can tell that Aurora is leading in the flower sales. They're the number one. So yeah, Aurora stock right now, I don't know what Aurora is gonna do. I think the earnings time will be the biggest battleground for the stock. But the lower the stock price goes, the stronger the buy becomes, because it becomes less riskier and the returns on investment becomes a lot higher. But that's just me. That's just my 2 cents on the whole matter. And Aurora will pop if there's some big news release. But if there's no news release, Aurora is probably going to stay around 11. Maybe it'll pop to like $12 and it'll fall back to like it'll trade between $11.50 to $12. It could drop below $11.50. It all depends on short sellers. If short sellers want to take it down, like I don't think anybody is wanting to sell around here. I mean, they could, because they might think it's going down lower, but I really don't think retail investors or investors in general will want to sell around here. I think the only people that can really take the stock price down further will be short sellers. So maybe shorts will work their magic, or maybe shorts will give up and just cover, and the stock price will go up. But I do think that this is a buying opportunity, especially with Aphria being $139 billion. If Aphria pops on earnings, I think Aurora will get dragged along for the ride. That's just my opinion anyway, so we'll see what happens. Canopy is also up 5 cents. I think Aphria and Aurora is going to be stealing a little bit of market share from Canopy, simply because, Canopy does have the beverages for that quarter, a little bit of beverages for that quarter, and they also have vape pens for that quarter, so they could do okay. We'll see what happens. Kron is just going to trade up or down depending on where the market goes for the MJ space, and I don't really care. Like, I don't think the market cares about how well Kron does. They just know that they have a partner with Aurora, and that's good enough to trade the stock. Tilray is up 9 cents. Hexo is even Hexo is benefiting a little bit, up 2 cents this morning because of that news. Organigram up 3 cents this morning, even though like Organigram lost a lot of market share, even though these numbers were really good. Organigram did not gain market share, they actually lost market share because their earnings were kind of bad. Tesla is up $15.94. We'll see if that will continue after today's earnings. NEO stock is down 54 cents. NEO will get dragged down even further if Tesla fails to deliver on earnings. But if Tesla pops on after earnings, NEO will probably get dragged along for the ride, and so will the rest of the EV stocks like Solo. Arcomotive will get affected positively. Blink will get affected positively. Ooh, look at that! Up! Wow, up $1.31. What is going on with Blink this morning? What is the news? Blink awarded a grant from Virginia Cleaning Cities to place 200 fast level 2 charger stations across the Mid-Atlantic region. Okay, that's big news. Big news for Blink. Up $1.30 this morning. Amazing. Will continue to run. I think that's going to affect Solo and Arcomotive positively because, you know, they're connected. Yeah, that's positive news. I don't know. 200 million, that's good. SPAQ, I think that could affect SPAQ positively. Who knows? We'll see. Taurus Acquisition Corp is up 6 cents this morning. Nikola Motors Corporation, I'm still bearish on this company. I don't know what rich people will do, but they're really the ones that are moving the stock, not retail investors. Don't kid yourself if you think retail investors are moving the stock. Plug Power, at least that's my opinion anyways. Plug Power is down 16 cents after hours. Yeah, not too much to say about that. Intel is having earnings coming up here very soon. After the market closes, if Intel stock crashes after earnings, I think it will drag AMD and Nvidia down the toilet with them. That's just my opinion. But if Intel does well, then I think it will prop up AMD and Nvidia. And I do think Intel will do well simply because I think a lot of laptops were sold in the COVID-19 situation, and I think Intel will benefit the most, and I think AMD will get the tailwind of it. So I'm expecting both Intel and AMD to run, and I expect Nvidia to continue to run after earnings. But I could be wrong, and Intel could, something bad could happen. Intel stock could drop, but I really don't think so. I think a lot of people buying laptops during the COVID situation that's going on right now. And then Virgin Galactic Holdings is down 28 cents, 1.12% after hours. We'll see where that goes. But I am still bullish on Virgin. I think it's gonna pull back today, and then I think Thursday is gonna be a nice green day. But pure speculation on my part. I still have 500 shares. I sold off my call options at a loss because I don't think it would hit $30. So, but if I held on, I could have sold it out at a profit when it hit $26. Oh well, that's life. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe for future updates and have a great day. Bye.